Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. When we are looking at ourselves and we want to be the self, don't become the self, you are already the self. But this is not clicking that I am already the self. Why is it not clicking? Because the at this moment, of our experience or what we consider ourselves to be, our mind is the problem. Actually, it is not a problem, but we have made it into a problem because of our identification. And therefore, the, the Panchadashi says three parameters, gives us three parameters. Whether you are doing japa, whether you are saying Aham Brahmasmi, or you are contemplating, contemplation, when it is only at the thought level, it is a problem. When contemplation begins with the thought level and your attention is beyond the thought, then it is fruitful, then it is healthy. Because this obsession with thoughts, obsession with articulation, obsession with communication, either to people or to yourself, it keeps us in the loop of the mind. And therefore, the three parameters we must be aware as we are doing our sadhana. And this is not sadhana only when we sit on the seat of meditation, it is throughout the day. And what is that? What is the direction of our thoughts? Are the thoughts appearing in our mind are about the world, or are they about the core, the spirit, the changeless, the constant? This is the first assessment. Are the thoughts moving outwards towards the world, thinking about the world, imagining the world, identified with the world, thinking about the world? or are the thoughts in the mind thinking about the constant principle? This is called direction of the thoughts we must be aware of. Is it in or is it out? Second parameter. Once you turn inwards, automatically your quality of thoughts will start get improving. When we are thinking about the world, automatically competition, comparison, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, anger, greed, jealousy, hypocrisy, envy, ego, all this automatically happens. But when we go inwards, when you are in deep sleep, there is no anger, there is no kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. There is no ego there in the deep sleep. So, what does it show? What does it tell us? It tells us that when we turn inwards, automatically our quality of thoughts starts improving. When our attention of our thoughts is on the spirit, the quality of the thoughts in our mind, it starts improving. So what was the first rule? First parameter, direction of the thought. From outside, bring the thoughts inside. So right now, your attention is outside. You are listening with your ears. Though these thoughts which I'm speaking are appearing in your mind. But every line that is coming to you is prodding you to contemplate on the constant principle, the spirit principle, isn't it? Can we come to this disposition 24/7? Then it is helpful. Then there is growth. Then wisdom will dawn. Then grace will flow. And when we are thinking about God, when we are thinking about the Spirit, when we are thinking about some aspect of divinity or divinity itself, divinity is of the nature of light. So automatically, the quality of your thoughts also start improving because of their availability to the divinity. The world is inert. The world is only appearance. It has got no object can reveal itself to you unless some light does not fall upon it. Whether it is sunlight or it is your vision. See? But the spirit, the divinity, your core, it is self-effulgent. It is completely integrated. It is completely relaxed. And that vibration, that feeling starts pervading the mind when the mind is contemplating on that spirit or divinity. Then the thoughts appearing in the mind, their quality also becomes better and better and better. This is the second parameter. Then when we are thinking about only one rather than many, many is the world, one is the spirit, God, Ishvara. So when we have shifted our attention to the one, automatically, without your asking, without your permission, because this is the nature of the mind. The quantity, this is the third one, third parameter. The quantity of thoughts, they start becoming less and less and less in your mind. Just as in the daytime, so many thoughts are going on in your mind. Now also, compared to the what will happen after 2 3 hours, when you will be involved in the world, too many thoughts. Right now, less thoughts. When we sit in meditation, even less. Concluding in the thoughts will become zero. You will be there. Same thing happens when you go to sleep. The quantity of thoughts erupting in your mind become less and less and less and less. Till even one thought is there in the mind, sleep will not come. Similarly, till one thought is there in the mind, abidance will not happen. So we are looking here at the mind, which is nothing but thoughts. Direction of the thought, instead of outward, should be inward. The quality of the thought, we must aspire to have good qualities. Stop comparing, competing, demanding, etc., etc., agitating, restless thoughts, agitated thoughts, disturbed thoughts, sad thoughts. No, come to the sattvic. How you, when you think about it, you can think consciously, or you remain focused on the divine. Automatically, this transformation of thoughts quality will come about. And when the mind is thinking only about one theme and not allowing the variety of the world to come and disturb the mind, mind loves variety. Mind loves variety because that's its spice, chatka masala. But when it keeps thinking about one thing, it gets bored. We should not get bored. When we are thinking, contemplating on the self, when we are applying our thoughts towards the self, that boredom leads to sleep. Because mind wants variety, you are asking it to think about only one thing. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, only one mantra. He says, yeah, this is boring. For some time it will go, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram. It will try all these different tunes to keep itself entertained. But when you come to a point of exhaustion, at that point, you have got two choices: remain awake or go to sleep. We have tried so many times, lived so many lives, always going to sleep. Try to remain awake. To remain awake, you have to commit to the three. What is that? Inward direction of the thought, good quality of the thought, and recognize, all this is recognition, and recognize that the quantity of thoughts is reducing slowly, naturally, without force. And when the thoughts become zero, and if you have not gone to sleep, that is realization. Everything will click. Whatever is meant to be clicked, instantaneous. So work on this in today's meditation. You can take Om or any mantra that you want and observe your mind. Are there other thoughts of the world coming in between? Remain aware, and with more love, with more surrender, with more commitment, apply yourself on the mantra that will be inward, knowing that that mantra is indicate, it's also a word, it's also a thought, but it is indicating the divine, or it is indicating the self, that I am. As a result, remain awake while observing the reduction in the number of thoughts erupting in the mind.